Take over the game. Yeah. Still. I know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. To us it's a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And been worthy like 42 on the Lakers.
Well, good evening and you're welcome. You are now rocking with the best. I am the Politics as Usual NBA podcast on a solo mission tonight. My man Adam Carter is recuperating. Get well soon, my guy. And we're here talking about everything NBA related and some NBA talk. Make sure you follow us at all the social medias you see right there. I'm at the Groveness everywhere. Politics as Usual talk on your local Instagram and TikTok and at Mr. A Carter .13. There it goes right there. I am Shot Fantastic, the Groveness, Rashad Grove, Dr. Funkenstein, Billy Squire, Jimmy Snooker, Macho Man Rashad Savage, all those work. And I'm excited to be talking about the league tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. But I want to start with some sneaker talk right here. These are my candidates for Sneaker of the Year. I know at Complex Con, Nigel Sylvester's Red Bricks, is a reimagining of the Jordan 401. And I got those upstairs. But these right here are gorgeous. These are J Tripp's latest incarnation, and he's got about 4 or 5 colorways of the Saucony Pro Grid Triumph. I was at the release, and they gave me these, and I'm gonna put these in the trophy case. Look at the flowers, and they're called Flowers Grow Uptown. He said he got the inspiration driving his kids to school and looking at the flowers in the Bronx. And it's a great interview. I interviewed him for Sports Illustrated. You can check that out. But these are some of my favorite kicks that came out this year. So go check these out. He got a pink colorway that's smooth and blue, but I love these here green. So make sure you go check those out if you're interested. Ron Hogart, I know you love those. I'm still working on a pair for you. So that is my pick, my sneak of the week. So let's jump right in to some basketball content. What we got on the docket today? Today we're talking about the biggest surprises in the NBA so far. What are some of the biggest surprises in the NBA so far? I've been stunned by a lot of things, and I want to begin by talking about the Chicago Bulls, who are blowing me away. The Chicago Bulls are balling. Josh Giddey got that new contract, and he's looking like a brand new player. Matas Buzelis, he's a Reebok signing. I just talked to Shaq about him. He's a stud. Who they got up there? I don't want to mess up the names, but they got some, and they got some Kobe White. I don't even think he's played this year. They were undefeated. I think they took their first loss, and last night they beat the Sixers in a buzzer beater. Sixers was up like 25 in the first half, and I was talking trash on TikTok, and I wasn't watching the game. And I looked up later that night, found out they lost, but the Chicago Bulls have been balling, and I'm so surprised. I always imagine them and think of them as being a play-in team, but let me know in the comments. Do you think the Bulls can withstand this pace and be one of the elite teams in the East? In the East, with Jason Tatum being injured for the season, we thought it would be the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Knicks race to win. But the biggest surprise for me this year has been the Chicago Bulls. And let's give some flowers to Billy Donovan. That dude, he's always been a great coach. Remember him at Florida, they went back-to-back NCAA championships. He had a Joakim Noah on the team, and I believe Al Horford at the same time. But dog, he, unlike most coaches say, this is my system, fit into it. What Billy Donovan does, he looks at his players, his personnel, and builds the system of basketball around them. We need more of that, y'all. And Billy Donovan is doing a fantastic job. Right now, the Bulls are 6-1 as the top seed in the East. Nobody had that on their bingo card. Ain't none of us parlayers had that on our parlay card. Having the Bulls be the top ranked team in the Eastern Conference. And I'm wondering, y'all out there, do you think the Bulls can withstand this string of good games? Nikola Vucevic. He's always been a solid center, 20 and 10 guy. Kevin Herter, Red Velvets has been playing well, but Josh Giddey is leading the charge. Patrick Williams, they have a great team and a great coach. I don't know if they'll be able to win 60 games this year, but I've been startled, surprised, behooved, and bewildered by the play of the Chicago Bulls. My first surprise so far this year. Now let's move on. I've been surprised by something else that I want to share with y'all. The Sixers want me to believe again. Oh, I was done with them last year. First time in a long time. I didn't attend the game. I didn't watch them. I was so frustrated with Embiid starting off the year saying, I'm not playing back to backs. Even if you don't, that's not something you say. Kawhi Leonard has never vocally said that. So he gets a bigger pass than Embiid. You can't say, I'm not playing back to backs. And Paul George being injured. And then Jared McCain having a promising rookie year, he gets injured. Maxey only played about, I believe I saw 50-some games himself. But this year, the Sixers, I believe they're 5-2. They just lost to the Bulls. But I've been watching them, and they're trying to make me believe again. Make me a believer. Luther Vandross would sing, and I think they got me. I think they got me. I think I'm back in. I think the Sixers can make a run. If I come 6 months from now, my heart is broken. Please, somebody say, why did you fall for that again? But I'm falling for it, and I'm believing again because of Tyrese Maxey. His game dramatically improved. You can tell he went to work on his game, on the shooting from long range. He's making better decisions. He's incorporating a lot of mid-range game. He must have been watching the success SGA had. I see him now stopping at the free throw line around the 17-foot mark, coming off of screens, off of down pins, and hitting that jump shot. And he's making the players around him better. Him and VJ Edgecombe, who's been an incredible rookie. And shout out to the scout team and Nick Nurse for picking him up. He's a way better fit than Ace Bailey in hindsight. We see that now. But he's been phenomenal, averaging probably like 17 points a game. Maxey leading the league and scoring at about 33, 34 a clip. But Maxey, what else he did in the summer is he got stronger. He added muscle. He probably added about 10 pounds of muscle. I noticed that the first time I saw him play this year. So Sixers, when I saw your face, I'm a believer, not a trace or doubt in my mind. They want me to believe again. Damn it, I believe in the Sixers again. Even Embiid, who's nowhere near 100%. What I love about him is he's at least playing. He was playing last night. Now, a lot of them not going to play tonight, all this back-to-back against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But even at 80%, Embiid is still so good. And if he can improve and get his lift back and get his explosives, his explosion back, the Sixers in this year, when the East is depleted, can be extremely dangerous. So I believe again, and Gerard McCain came back, and Paul George is coming back. I still think they lack a power forward. Somebody who you can put in there with Embiid, because a lot of these lineups like Cleveland and Houston, they're running double bigs. Houston has Steven Adams, they have Shangoon, and they have Capella. They have 3 7-footers, through at least 3 players who's 6'10", and Durant's around 6'10", and Jabari Smith. So when they play these taller teams, because they're a guard-centric team with McCain, Maxey, PG, and Edgecombe and Grimes, Quentin Grimes, who's been playing great too. So they're guard-centric. So I'm a little nervous when they play taller and bigger teams. But shout out as I move away from the Sixers to Kelly Oubre, who's been averaging like 20 points. He's just a great fit for the city, and a great fit for the team. I've been surprised, y'all, by the Sixers. They want me to believe again, and they trap me again. Let me know in the comments if y'all believe in the Sixers. I interviewed Paulo Banchero over the summer. Shout out to Lamar Brickers who got that footage for me. It's up on BT, the scoreboard. And he was so excited about the addition of Desmond Bain and them really making a jump this year. But watching them and watching him and Franz Wagner together and watching Bain, Scuggs, the team just can't get it together. It looks clunky. And I heard somebody say today, I believe it was on the NBA Athletic Daily Podcast I listen to every morning, and they said Desmond Bain is used to drive and kick. He played with Ja Morant, who was an elite penetrator to the basket, who would drive and kick to him. And he says Bain is struggling because Bain doesn't have that. Neither is Franz or Paulo, those kind of players. So he's really out there on the island. And I watched them Monday night against the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks didn't have Trey Young, and they mopped the floor with the Hawks. And there's a lot of talk about Coach Mosley, who's a brother, being on the hot seat. And he's got to make some decisions and some moves to get the Magic back on the right track. Because a lot of us, most of us had the Magic making a big leap this year, especially because Paulo Banchero is so good in the addition of Desmond Bain. They can't get it together. I don't like how it's looking. I don't like how it's feeling. You know, they're like my second favorite team because I'm a Disney World lover and I'm a, a, a supporter of Mickey Mouse and all of his shenanigans. So I always want Orlando to do well, but they can't get it together. And I want y'all to help me understand, what do you think the problem is with the Orlando Magic? Is it coaching? Is it personnel? Is it the or are we just jumping the gun because it's early in the season? I think it's still early. I'm gonna give them to that 25 game mark. They're probably like around 2-5 right now. Let me look it up real quick. But I think to get a real good sample size of what you have, you gotta play at least 25 games. Because by the 25 game mark, you'll see teams you played before. They'll have film. They'll make the proper adjustments. They'll have their schemes and strategies down to fit what you're doing. You can see if you're really good or not, or you just uh, beating up on lesser talented teams. But the Magic, I'm really concerned about them and what's going on with them. Their record is they're in the 11th spot, 10th spot in the East. Uh, they are 3-5, and I did not anticipate that happening at all. The Magic can't get it together, man. Let me know in the comments what's the cure for the Magic. As we move on, they traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm still that's that might be another surprise. I still can't believe it. And it looks even crazier now when he's averaging 40 points a game. He's in the best shape of his life. He's skinny, chiseled Luka. He looks unstoppable. He looks like the top 3 player in the league that he is. He looks incredible. I expected that. But the surprise is how good the Lakers look as a team. Most people thought that they didn't have a good offseason. I was big on DeAndre Ayton. You cannot find too many 7-footers who can run the floor. He has a good mid-range for pick and pop, great hands around the basket. You know, he has little issues. You know, when it snows, he may not make it to the game. You know, he had to deal with some other issues off the court. You know, he was traded to the Blazers. But I just watched him put 30, 29, and 12 on the Blazers. I watched Rudy, almost said Hujmanzada, Rudy Hachimura also have a big game. And I'm watching uh, Marcus Smart, who I thought was a great addition. And I'd love to see him get on the Sixers. Marcus Smart also just make those kind of plays that made him famous and a one-time defensive player when he played for the Boston Celtics. And Austin, what they call him, Hillbilly Mamba, Hillbilly Kobe, that white boy is bad. Listen, him and Luca together, and Jake, what's Jake's name? I don't want to mess that up. Uh, 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 Jake Labreria. He is another addition, real under the radar signing from, I never heard of him. Lakers signed him. So the Lakers signed Jake Labreria, Marcus Smart, and DeAndre Ayton, and each of them have been playing immediate dividends. Now we're watching the Lakers, and LeBron hasn't even played yet. We're watching not Labravia, my bad. We're watching the Lakers be exceptional. Duncan X been playing good. They got this kid on a two-way contract named Nick Smith. He had like 25 points against the Blazers. And we must give flowers what flowers are due. JJ Redick has been coaching his you-know-what off. He's very intense. He's very arrogant. With the Duke, what do you expect? But, man, he knows basketball. And they put a team together. Rob Lowe, a.k.a. Rob Pelinka, put a great team together. I thought they weren't as athletic and can contest with a lot of the wings in the West, but they are offensively loaded, and you have Ayton in the center. I can't wait to see when LeBron comes back to see the whole squad get together. I love this Lakers team. Let's look at their record. They're sitting a lot of players tonight against Wemby. They're currently in the third spot at 6-2. You cannot tell me you thought the Lakers would be 6-2 when you found out LeBron had the old man sciatica disease. The Lakers have, and Kendrick Perkins says a lot of clickbait stuff, but he was right today when he said they have a culture now. It took JJ a year to get it, but they have a next man up mentality. They step right in. And I'm interested to see how they play tonight. Luka's playing. And Luka, if he can go, he gonna play. So watching him against Wemby tonight will be interesting. But the Lakers are very good. And when LeBron gets back, the dynamic play of Luka, Jake, three white guys playing great on the same team, like 1950s out here. We don't never see that. and with LeBron and Ayton, I like what the Lakers are doing. To me, the Lakers are very good. The all-season moves so far, they pay dividends. Outside of getting Kevin Durant, the best moves for the all-season, I think, are the Lakers. Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, and Marcus Smart. Lakers got something special there. But the last surprise for the night that I didn't see coming, and I must admit, and I must apologize, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, is on a mission. He is playing so good. He's elevating this team. And here's what I didn't take into account. This is the first summer where he's been healthy and played the entire summer. Remember, he played on the Euro basketball tournament, and he's been healthy. The last couple of years, he's been dealing with injuries, and it kind of really injuries really took the Bucks out, even when they had Dame. And their offseason acquisitions, they couldn't do it. They ain't got a lot of money, but they brought in Miles Turner, and him and Miles Turner fit exceptionally well together. And they got this cat, and his last name is Rollins. Pull it up. This young brother is balling. I watched them beat the Golden State Warriors last week without Giannis. Ryan Rollins for the Bucks. This kid, 23 years old, is stood averaging 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And notice they don't have a lot of stars. They got a lot of role players, Bobby Porters, Gary Trent Jr., but they surrounded Giannis with Torian Prince is still there. They surrounded Giannis with shooters. And the way he's playing, that's excuse me for the spelling of Greek freak. Get it off the screen. I was rushing, y'all. But Giannis averaged like 33, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. And I think he wants us to not forget him in that conversation of the best player in the league. You know, a lot of people say the Joker, other people say Luka and SGA coming off a championship. But I think, and this is a hot take, Megan, I think that a healthy Giannis can get the Bucks to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm just crazy enough to believe that there's nobody in the East that can handle full throttle Greek freak spelled correctly in the 7-game series. He is on a mission. He looks like he's in the best shape of his career. He looks just as fast and as strong as he did when he led them to the championship. I did not have the Bucks being this good. And shout out to Giannis. Maybe because the Bucks signed his whole family. He signed Thanasis. He signed the other boy. All his brothers on the team. They said, we're going to do our best to keep him. We're going to sign your mama. You're going to sign your son. He said, if the Lakers can sign Brandi, we can sign all Giannis's family. But those are my surprises for the week. Surprises for the NBA so far this season. What else we got to do? Executive producer, say something. We got to give a shout out to the executive producer who's helping.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to me. And thank y'all. Make sure y'all tune in and follow us, tap in. Let me know what you think about some of the big surprises. And always a shout out. Go get some of the merch and support the brand from our sponsor, K3TS Shop. All the merch there. And one day, they'll send me something. One day. My face is on it, but I ain't got none of it. Maybe y'all got it. I saw people on Instagram with the merch on it. I ain't even got none. Let's fix that. K3TS. But make sure y'all go and support the brand and go get yourself something. Listen, thank you for rocking with us tonight. Go catch some games, and we'll be back Thursday at 7 with another episode. We're supposed to say something smart. I ain't got nothing smart, so I'll just say, you big dummy. Catch you next week.
Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. I know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. To us it's a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back.